When I was about 1.5, I got taken into foster care custody, and me and my sister, and we stayed in foster care for about 1.5 years. And then during the adoption process, my mom, she got hit head on by a drunk driver and was killed instantly. Then, when I was 7, my older brother drowned trying to save me from drowning because I jumped into a lake and forgot that I didn't know how to swim. And then when I was 9, my grandfather suffered a massive heart attack on Christmas Eve and died early the next morning. And throughout all of the early death experiences I had, I became very reserved, had a lot of hate in my life. I had a lot of anger. I lost a lot of respect for myself as a person. I stopped trusting people because all the people I had trusted kept disappearing in my life. I got into a lot of fights, and then when I hit junior high, at about 13, I discovered marijuana and ecstasy, acid, and all those gateway drugs. And one thing led to another, and pretty soon I was partying, I was drinking, I was smoking, I was doing drugs. I was just messed up. I was sexually rampant. I slept with more girls than I can remember. I'm not proud of that. I hated the person I was. Even when I was doing it, I couldn't stand who I was. And I got just all caught up in that lifestyle. All the while, Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings, I'm in church being the kid everyone wishes their kids were. And then in 2009, I was in an outreach program at my church. The speaker's words kind of opened a door for God to just come in and break my spirit. And as I lay on the floor, broken and crying, God began to speak into me the things He had wanted for me all along, and the plans He had for my life. And I surrendered myself that night. I got on fire for God and what He wanted to do in my life. And these last 3 months have changed my life. God has built me up, broken me back down, and built me up again. He built up my confidence in Him. He broke down all the false things I thought about Him, all the false things I thought about my faith. He began to build up the truths about who He is and about the people that I am a part of. And He just began to speak direction and clarity into my life, something I had always been kind of lacking. And He healed me both spiritually and physically. My hands had been broken, every finger at least 2 or 3 times, from fights, and He healed those. And I had arthritis, and I don't have it anymore. I had been suffering from leg pains from developing so many shin splints in high school, to where it was a continual throb, and it flared up every now and then. And one night he touched my legs, and I haven't felt that pain since. And He's just shown me through all of this that if I'd submitted and surrendered earlier to Him, that I wouldn't have had to go through all the heartache and the depression and just the different instances that I had to suffer through because of my bad decisions.